With the Year of the Tiger fast approaching, visiting Hainan with your family for the Chinese Spring Festival seems like the obvious choice. So where should you go for your fabulous family break? Stay with me for today's show and find out. Ideal climatic conditions make Hainan's homegrown coffee both rich and full-flavoured. Wanning's new concept coffee factory allows children to learn about coffee through interactive and hands-on games and other imaginative and entertaining means. M1 Coffee Dream Factory is an all-in-one, interactive, coffee-themed atelier. Guide Qiu Jing shows visitors around on a daily basis, informing them of the ins and outs of coffee culture.
怎么这里有个船头呢？
因为海南的咖啡种子，它是乘着船漂洋过海过来海南，然后落地生根的。
哦，就是把我们的咖啡都带过来哈。
对，
开始我们咖啡之旅了。It is precisely because coffee was very hard to come by in the past that Wanning is today honoured with the epithet the home of coffee.
哦，这里好奇特哈，好像做幻觉一样的感觉啊。
这是一棵仿制的咖啡树。你看它会落下这个泡泡
哦，是啊，
落下的泡泡它就像是咖啡鲜果的一个概念，它就是寓意着咖啡果实的珍贵以及脆弱。还有一个地方可以让你去收获咖啡果实，这是我们收获咖啡果实的地方。往前站一点，我们的人声就会投影到这个大屏幕中。伸开手的话，就可以捉住那个树上落下的咖啡豆儿，搂住它。
明白。哦，哇哦，你看，一举手你就可以，哎呀，得到满满的咖啡豆啊。
One coffee tree can yield 3,000 grams of berries. After husking, around 500 grams of beans remain, whose weight will reduce further to 400 grams after roasting. Ultimately, one is left with 40 cups of coffee.
这是一颗咖啡果实，因为它外形酷似樱桃，它有咖啡樱桃之称。然后这个红色的就是它的外果皮，果皮里头呢，这是它的果肉。咖啡果实它是有点偏甜的
，sweet。
这个的话是它的内果皮，内果皮外层呢是有一层很浓稠的一个果胶质。在去掉内果皮后，就可以看到我们的咖啡豆了。
这个有点像俄罗斯的这种套娃哈，但确实可以让你了解这个咖啡豆的组成哈。
我们既然收获了咖啡果实的话，那么就要看它是怎么处理的。
好啊。
咖啡豆最常见的处理方式有日晒、水洗、蜜处理3种。
不是说直接采摘然后就烘焙吗？
哦，不是的。日晒的话，从树上采摘鲜果，然后进行日晒，差不多是2到4周的时间。当咖啡豆的水分含量剩下8%到12%左右就好了。它的口味更偏向于果香。水洗的话，要洗去它的果皮、果肉，再放入发酵池中发酵，然后清洗，再进行晾晒。它晾晒的时间是日晒的1半，所以水洗的豆子的话，酸度比较高。蜜处理的话，它是介于日晒跟水洗之间的特殊处理方式。
这里也有水洗和日晒，那这边也有。那有什么具体的区别呢？
区别就在于说保留果胶层的比例多少，然后它的风味是不一样的。
The processed beans are then ground into granules and a splash of milk or a dash of chocolate added to taste. A cup of rich, aromatic coffee is fast becoming the beverage of choice for upwardly mobile, modern Chinese people.
哎，这里面很香啊，但是这个咖啡在哪里呢？
机关就在这儿。我们这上面的话铺的是咖啡粉。咖啡粉以沙画的形式呈现了。
哇哦，
对，
很有创意啊。画什么呢？
我们可以画一棵椰子树。
As my fingers glide through the ground coffee and I am enveloped by a fresh, robust aroma, I realize what an immersive experience this is.
很香吧？
是啊。
The coffee atelier is not only popular among coffee-drinking adults, children are also at home here. The coffee drying yard, the washing pool, the storage tank and the roasted bean store have all been made into giant toys for kids to jump around on.
它整个呢让我进来特别惊讶，亲子娱乐特别好，让我们全家都特别放松。
小朋友来这里玩非常开心，我们大人也轻松，而且他们还增长知识。
At the coffee factory, sample a tasty blend of beans while the children make coffee-themed toys. And you soak yourself in this wonderful world of coffee. It is a rarity these days that urban youngsters can come away to the countryside and get their hands dirty working in the fields. But by doing this, it is hoped that they will learn to appreciate the real value of food. At Sanya Paddy Field National Park, visitors can experience rice planting and learn the ins and outs of how rice is grown.
这是秧苗，分你一半。
谢谢。哎，这个秧苗很高啊。
这个是我们育了38天的秧苗，因为这边水比较深，所以它秧苗尽量要高一点。因为你如果太矮了的话，它水就会整个把它淹掉。种的时候吧，尽量2到3根。
OK， 这样子。
对，抓住它的底部，然后把它插到土里。
要多深？
只要你能把它插稳。
It's always an interesting experience, and actually doing it now is different from before because there's a slightly different technique. You have to put 3 stems together. They're also much bigger, possibly a different kind of rice, although I'm not sure. But the main thing I've noticed that's different is the temperature of the water. It's absolutely freezing.
Rice planting complete, we now go to see what it's like to dabble in a spot of river fishing. In Haikou Jiangdong New Area, there is a village-themed park under construction that goes by the name of Fangyuan. Precisely thanks to the outstanding ecology of the area, Fangyuan has introduced many activities, allowing participants to experience the beauty of the countryside.
这里就是我们的龟鳖岛了，里面养殖了中华草龟，客人可以在这里体验钓乌龟。
那个乌龟好不好钓呢？
我觉得还挺好钓的。
The Chinese pond turtle is one of the most widely occurring turtles in China, as well as one of the largest in number.
怎么钓呢？
先把饵料放上去，
有点像，
然后再把杆子丢下去就行了。
This is a very novel experience, fishing for tortoises. Oh, turtles, I should say. 这个不好钓，有网吗？
我们试着拿网来捞吧。
Oh, nice. So, we're giving up on the old fishing line. Oh, Joe, we got 1, 2, 3.
哇哦，成功了！
嘿，
他有点害怕，
没关系。哎，捞了一个，成功了。别害怕，别害怕，可以养它吗？拿回家去做个宠物吗？
可以。
Catching turtles aside, trudging through the water while chasing after fish is also a popular activity.
Fishing nets, check. Fishing britches, check. And fish food, check. I'm all prepared, all kitted out. Now let's go in. Ah, the bottom is incredibly soft and squishy.
哎，那里有一只。
它在这个草当中藏起来。来，抓紧 get it, yes.
好了。
哦，差一点点，我看到你挺好的。Well, it's incredibly difficult because they're slippery little blighters, you know? They swim so quickly. As soon as I see one, I go for it, but they're just gone, just like that. I don't know what to do. I think probably I need a longer net, so I'll have to try that in a minute. In the meantime, I'm going to keep looking. Hey! Wait! Oh! 你看，有一个，哎，嗨，
可以的，
有一条了。
The frivolities of catching fish in the water evoke memories of childhood. What matters, of course, is not the technique, but the chance to let yourself go, while really making the most of Fangyuan's country landscape.
Tropical rainforests abounding in Hainan, fun and games can even be found high among the treetops. One spot offering such thrills and spills is Sanyas Forest Park and its Rainforest Leap.
There are 12 obstacles as part of Rainforest Leap. After I put on my gear, I am ready to face the challenge.
Once you start, there's no turning back. I'm no spring chicken, as you know, so I'm worried I might not make it to the end, but we'll give it our best shot, won't we? 来 let's go, 婷婷，走。
我们现在走的这一个叫做漫步人生，人生没有一帆风顺，所以我们要经历不同的挑战。
The first obstacle is not really one at all. The 15-meter suspension bridge is an absolute doddle.
这个的话呢是速度与激情。
我要飞得更高。有点紧张，为什么呢？因为回不来了。Oh, there she's going. Come on, 加油，拜拜。Woo! Oh, it's quite fast actually. It's my turn now. Little bit nervous.
Zooming down at high speed, I can feel my adrenaline start to pump.
Well, that's actually a lot faster than it looks, and it's really close to the treetops. It's perilously close. Well, not perilously, I'm joking. But my arm did brush against the leaves at the top, so it really gives you a thrill. Come on, let's do some more. So, haha.
飞跃龙门，
下一轮来了。
对，这是第3关，我们的飞跃龙门，当然是当做热身。现在的话呢，
真正的一个Oh no， 也回不去。1, 2, 3， Hey, I'm off! Oh, flying through the jungle. Here I am. Look at this. Wow, at one with nature. I'm as free as a bird. Whoa, bunk.
In all, there are 4 zip wire rides, all hoisted high above the valley. I feel like a solitary leaf being tossed around by fierce seas.
接下来的话，不只是刺激的，我们还有更具有挑战性的。这个的话呢，叫做步步惊心。
很稳啊，那不怕，很稳。
This obstacle is a 6-meter suspension bridge that makes my heart flutter with each step I take.
Okay, I shouldn't really be stopping in the middle here, although obviously it's perfectly safe because I'm harnessed on.
The more steps I take, the faster my heart beats. The Tai Chi Plum Blossom Rope Bridge is a real test of balance.
试一下。
同志们，向前进。This is quite difficult, especially holding this little GoPro here because I have to coordinate rather silly feet and only one hand holding onto the safety rail or rope thing at the side. And I have to be careful not to step on these round things here. Uh-oh, no stepping on there. Wow! 后面有个摄像大师在跳来跳去了。
I have no idea what each new hurdle holds in store, which makes the course all the more enjoyable.
别人骑过自行车吗？
当然骑过。
在地面比较多，对不对？但是这个不一样哦，在空中哦。
好骑吗？
好骑。
那我就直接上了。Okay, I'm ready. Bye. Bling bling. Oh my god! So I'm basically riding a bike on a tightrope through the rainforest and I can't get up. 哦，我要站起来。What the hell? Oh! It's fun, it's interesting.
After having given my legs a thorough workout, it is now time for my arms.
这个要挑战到我们的臂力啦，抓住这个，然后的话呢，一步一步的往这边走。
运动量蛮大的。
是的。
脚不能动，暂时手动。
Okay. Whoa! Oh, it's actually quite difficult to keep your balance on this surfboard in the treetops.
接下来是我们最具挑战性的一个项目，看这个翻山越岭，
像攀岩一样那种感觉。
顾名思义，就是我们从这一座小山翻到另一座小山。
可以啊，来 ，first the safety harness. Okay， 就是这样子。Oh, it's so difficult with one hand. Oh, I got grateful. I'm gonna have to have a rest this minute. Excuse me. It's quite long. Well, it's not. It's only a couple of meters, but it's really, really slow progress. And the problem is, this really tests your strength. And you've got to coordinate your hands, your feet. At least it's not wobbling back and forth like some of the others were, so it's quite stable.
While exploring the peculiarities of the rainforest, I am overwhelmed by this sea of green before me.
看到那个竹子状的，是我们的一个白节藤竹，节骨眼的位置是白色的，对，然后它的那个竹笋特别的奇特，不像我们的竹笋长在地底下，它的竹笋在它的节骨眼的位置，然后长出来，又会长出新的竹子，然后向四面八方延伸。
能吃吗？这个竹笋？
这个不能，
看起来很美味。
你想摘是吗？可以哦。但不只是这一个，你看弯弯曲曲的过江龙。
这个就是过江龙，
对，过江龙长达数百米。我们有一句话形容它：神龙见首不见尾，不是猛龙不过江。因为它很长，所以我们会用这句话来形容它。
The final 200 meters of the zip wire, and I can call myself a rainforest warrior.
Oh, look at the scenery! Oh my goodness me! This is exquisite! Oh, a bird's eye view of Yalong Bay, oh my goodness, and Hainan Bay by the looks of things. The beauty of Hainan, the beauty of Sanya, the beauty of Yalong Bay, my friends. Yay! Woohoo!
It is of moderate difficulty and would be particularly suitable for children accompanied by their parents.
12个项目就已经全部挑战完毕啦。
Next up, it is time for a spin on the rainforest rafting ride, which is much like a roller coaster, only on water and through a forest.
Rainforest rafting, well that sounds a bit like a thrill, doesn't it? This is on a man-made water chute above the rainforest. It's like a theme park ride, but in a tropical rainforest. I'm not sure what to expect, so let's go and find out.
The total length of rainforest rafting is 3,100 meters, with a drop of 280 meters between start and finish, as well as no fewer than 28 bends.
Shot time, hold on to your hats. Oh, these corners really just creep up on you. They're unexpectedly cheeky. I thought it was a little back on the straight then, but it did a little snaky bit there, and oh, that floats you around a bit. Oh, it's quite fast actually. This is actually a lot of fun, I've got to be honest. This is really good fun.
The glass water chute seems to magnify the vastness of the forest all around. En route, we even enter a tunnel bedecked with flowers.
Well, there's no other word to describe that than absolutely thrilling. Apparently there was beautiful scenery to be had, there were models of dinosaurs and insects around to scare us, but I had no time to pay attention to any of that because I was too busy hanging on for dear life and enjoying the ride. While the bigger ones among us would do well to have a go at these rainforest challenges, the littler ones might prefer to interact with the forest's cute and cuddly creatures.
27 kilometers away from Haikou city centre lies Hainan Tropical Wildlife Park. Often described as a natural museum, a range of animals awaits here to entertain visiting children all year round.
Okay, so we're now entering the safari section of the botanical garden. It's also the wild animal enclosure. Look at this. As I said, we're face to face with the pride of lions. That must be Dad. That's a nice life, isn't it? Just lying there under the tree.
Inside Hainan Tropical Wildlife Park and Botanical Garden, there are free-range wild animal enclosures which guests are free to traverse, providing they stay within their vehicles, and are able to gawp back out from their metal cages at the relatively free wild animals outside.
Well, this is the closest I've ever been to a lion, to such a scary carnivore as this. It's an interesting feeling because obviously I know I'm safe.
The Asian black bear comes across as slow and cumbersome. It is, though, quite nimble, being an excellent swimmer and adept at climbing trees, which afforded a great advantage at survival in the wild.
Okay, so here we are in the black bear enclosure, and as you can see, there was a formerly black bear, or he's still partly black, but much of him is brown now. He's just had his nose in the soil. He's foraging for something.
While out on safari, there is another animal that can be viewed, and this one is not a beast of prey. It is a rare animal that in China is only found here in Hainan.
Hey, look at that. They're Eld's deer. Now, if I hadn't just been told that, I probably wouldn't have known because I'd never seen one before. Not in real life, seen one on the telly before. And now apparently they're native to Southeast Asia and Hainan. They're absolutely lovely and they're endangered.
其实从外貌上来看啊，它的那个角就特别的有特色，就像一个大写的一个西字形。而梅花鹿呢，它是像一个树杈一样，是不断在分叉的，所以这就是一个明显的区别。其次呢，它的坡鹿啊，在这个鹿的种类当中呢，体型相对较小，而且你可以看到它身上的这个梅花状的这个斑纹啊，较浅，不是特别明显。
Hainan is home to Eld's deer. Among China's 17 species of deer, it is the rarest of them all, and has even been termed the rarest of the rare. Eld's deer, along with the giant panda, the snub-nosed monkey, and the South China tiger, have all been classified as first-class protected species at the national level. Coming out of the safari section, I enter the pedestrian section, which is predominantly made up of quiet, winding footpaths and gentle running waters.
这个区域呢，主要展示的是我们一些小型的和爬行类的这些小动物。
是啊， this area is completely different to the wild animal area. Here, the vegetation is verdant and luxurious, and the air is sensibly cool. It's also home to littler and gentler animals. So let's go and say hello to them. 它不会咬我吧？
它不会的。
来，哦，它饿了。Oh, he's very, very strong. He's not only big. Oh, he's stripping the leaves from the branches and twigs, so he's just taking the leaves in his mouth. Well, I've been in China all these years, but this is genuinely the first time that I've seen a panda at such close quarters. And who'd have thought it? It was here in Hainan. Look at him there, munching on his bamboo. Bit of a sweetie, hey? Hi.
8-year-old brothers Gonggong and Shunshun moved into the garden in November 2018, having been transported here by aeroplane from their native habitat in southwest China's Sichuan province.
这个竹子呢，是在竹子当中营养成分比较高的一种，叫黄金坚壁竹，也是我们给它选择的这个比较符合它胃口的一个竹子的品种。
是从四川那边
竹子的话还是我们本地原产的，就海南，因为海南也是这个竹子的原产地嘛。但是竹笋的话，它只挑这个四川的口味的，所以说我们必须要空运过来给它。
The arrival of Gonggong and Shunshun marks the first pandas to be housed in Hainan. And it is for this reason that the garden takes its task of caring for them very seriously indeed.
因为海南比较炎热嘛，也可以看到我们在它的内展馆当中也安装了我们的中央空调。这两个兄弟呢，我们一共是配备了8台中央空调，以满足它在我们这边生存呢，能达到室内温度啊在22摄氏度以下。
哇，那这么设置好像个5星级酒店一样。
对对对。同时在户外，我们还给它安置了一个大的泳池啊和滑梯啊，这样也可以它运动，也可以去泡泡澡。
Arriving in Hainan almost 3 years ago, the two brothers are well looked after by their keepers and have become accustomed to life on the island. Not only have they become livelier since being here, they have also become more prosperous, having gained a significant amount of weight.
哎，那他应该是弟弟吧？
对，现在我们看到的就是两兄弟当中的弟弟顺顺。你可以看到刚才哥哥还在吃东西，弟弟已经开始睡大觉了啊。弟弟就是好玩的程度比较高，成年了之后啊，对领地的意识特别强。所以说我们要保证他们两兄弟现在是要分离开，单独来居住的，要不然避免他们两兄弟也会打架。
The Panda brothers are both adored by the visiting public. I am sure that they will grow from strength to strength and become a valuable new addition to Hainan.
I took my own daughter to try out all these activities and she absolutely loved them. Whether you be simply reveling in Hainan's wonderful scenery or learning while you do so, don't forget that the Chinese New Year is almost upon us. And what better way to spend it than here with your family on this charming island of ours, Hainan.
这里是海南卫视。